Some foods are so dangerous, so controversial, or so unethical that entire countries have made them illegal, from a cheese full of living maggots to a fish that kills you instantly. Saffron is the dried red stigma of the Crocus sativus flower, used as a spice and dye for over 3,500 years. It is the most expensive spice on earth by weight. It takes around 75,000 flowers and 200 hours of manual labor to produce a single pound. Each crocus blooms for only 1 day per year, and the 3 tiny stigmas must be hand-picked before sunrise. In medieval Europe, anyone caught adulterating saffron was burned alive. The penalty was so harsh because diluted saffron was considered a crime against the wealthy elite who could actually afford it. The white truffle of Alba is a rare underground fungus that grows wild beneath the roots of oak and hazel trees in the Italian region of Piedmont. It cannot be farmed. Truffles can only be detected by trained dogs with extraordinary noses. Hunters work only at night during a short autumn season. A single Italian truffle once sold at auction for $330,000. White truffles lose their aroma within 7 to 10 days of being harvested, meaning every truffle on Earth must be eaten almost immediately. The most expensive food in the world has a shelf life of 1 week. The Pacific bluefin tuna is the largest and most prized fish in the world. A single tuna can weigh over 600 pounds and swim across entire oceans at speeds of 70 kilometers per hour. In 2019, a 612-pound bluefin tuna sold at the Tokyo Toyosu Fish Market for $3.1 million, about $5,000 per pound. The buyer was sushi billionaire Kiyoshi Kimura. The first tuna sold at the New Year auction in Tokyo is always purchased above market value as a symbol of luck. The single 2019 sale was 100 times the fish's actual market value. Iberico Bellota is the rarest cured ham in the world, made exclusively from black Iberian pigs that roam freely in the oak forests of southwestern Spain. A single ham leg can sell for $4,500. The pigs eat only acorns during the final months of their life, giving the meat a nutty marbled flavor unlike any other pork. Each leg is then aged in a cool cellar for 36 to 48 months. A single Iberico pig can eat up to 22 pounds of acorns per day during the Montanera season. Each pig requires 2 to 3 acres of oak forest to develop the proper fat marbling, making it impossible to mass produce. Wagyu A5 is the highest grade of Japanese beef, prized for its extreme marbling and buttery texture. A single steak can melt on your tongue like foie gras. Authentic Wagyu cattle are raised on a strict diet of grain and beer, massaged daily, and even played classical music to keep them calm. The marbling that results from this regimen cannot be reproduced by any Western farming. Real Kobe beef requires a 10-digit certification number traceable to a specific cow. Almost 95% of beef sold as Kobe in the United States is fake, including in most steakhouses charging hundreds of dollars per ounce. Bird's nest soup is made from the actual nests of the edible nest swiftlet, small birds that build their nests entirely from their own hardened saliva. The nests are harvested from sea cliffs and caves in Southeast Asia, often hundreds of meters above the ground. Harvesters climb bamboo scaffolding in pitch-black darkness, risking their lives for each nest. Chinese emperors considered bird's nest soup an aphrodisiac and elixir of youth. Today, the global market for these saliva nests is worth over $5 billion per year, making it the most lucrative wild-harvested food on Earth. Manuka honey is produced exclusively by bees that feed on the flowers of the manuka bush, a wild shrub that grows only in remote regions of New Zealand and parts of Australia. The bush flowers for only 2 to 6 weeks per year, and the resulting honey contains methyl glyoxal, a compound with extreme antibacterial properties that can kill bacteria conventional antibiotics cannot. A jar of authentic manuka with the highest UMF rating can sell for over $1,000. Hospitals around the world now use manuka honey to treat wounds, burns, and even antibiotic-resistant infections. Kopi Luwak is the most expensive coffee in the world, made from coffee beans that have been eaten, partially digested, and excreted by the Asian palm civet, a wild cat-like mammal. The civet's digestive enzymes break down the bitter proteins in the coffee beans, producing a smoother and less acidic cup. Wild civets eat only the ripest cherries, naturally selecting the best coffee beans available. A single cup of authentic wild Kopi Luwak can cost up to $100 at high-end cafes. However, animal cruelty investigations have revealed that most modern Kopi Luwak comes from caged civets force-fed coffee beans. The Yubari King is a hybrid cantaloupe grown exclusively in the small city of Yubari on Japan's northern island of Hokkaido. Each melon is hand-polished by farmers wearing white gloves. Only a few thousand premium melons are produced each year, and they are graded by inspectors looking for perfect shape, color, and a flawless T-shaped stem. The first pair sold at auction each season can fetch over $30,000. In 2019, a single pair of Yubari King melons sold at auction for 5 million yen, about $45,000. The buyer immediately donated them to a local charity. Eating them was never the point. Alma's caviar is the rarest caviar in the world, harvested exclusively from the rare albino Iranian beluga sturgeon. The name Alma's means diamond in Persian, and each tin literally contains 24-karat gold. These albino sturgeons live in the Caspian Sea and only produce eggs after reaching 60 to 100 years of age. The eggs are a pale golden color, and each tin of Alma's is sold in pure gold packaging. Only one luxury London shop has the exclusive right to sell Alma's caviar in the West. A single 32-ounce gold tin sells for $40,500, making it the most expensive food item ever sold in a retail store. The ayam cemani is the rarest chicken on earth, a bird that is completely black from beak to bones, including its feathers, skin, muscles, organs, and even its blood. The bird's total blackness comes from a rare genetic mutation called fibromelanosis, found in only a handful of breeds worldwide. Pure-blooded ayam cemani can sell for up to $2,500 each. In Indonesia, the ayam cemani is considered sacred and used in spiritual rituals. Its dark color is believed to give it mystical powers, though its meat tastes exactly like ordinary chicken. The matsutake is a wild Japanese mushroom prized for its spicy pine forest aroma. It grows only in symbiosis with the roots of red pine trees, making it impossible to cultivate. Japan's matsutake harvest has collapsed by 95% over the past century due to a disease killing red pine trees. The remaining mushrooms are hand-picked in remote mountain forests during a brief autumn season. A single perfectly shaped matsutake mushroom can sell for over $1,000 in Tokyo. Japanese gift givers consider giving a basket of matsutake the equivalent of giving fine jewelry, a profound gesture of respect. Moose cheese is produced by a single farm in the world, the Elk House in Bjurholm, Sweden, which milks just 3 domesticated female moose to produce around 300 kilos of cheese per year. Moose only produce milk during the brief summer months, and each female yields just 2 liters per day, compared to 30 liters from a dairy cow. The cheese is creamy, slightly tangy, and impossibly rare. There is a wait list to buy the cheese, and the farm refuses to expand production. The owners insist that scaling up would change the relationship between the moose and the milkers, and the cheese would lose its soul. The densuke is a rare black-skinned watermelon grown only on the Japanese island of Hokkaido. Unlike normal watermelons, it has a hard, glossy black rind with no stripes and a crisp, ultra-sweet red flesh. Only about 10,000 densuke watermelons are produced each year, and most are exported to luxury fruit shops in Tokyo. The first watermelon of each season is sold at auction for tens of thousands of dollars. It became the most expensive watermelon ever sold in history. Toak is the most expensive chocolate in the world, made from rare national cacao beans grown only in a remote valley in Ecuador. Once thought extinct, the variety was rediscovered in 2008. Each chocolate bar is hand-numbered, comes packaged in a Spanish elm wooden box, and is meant to be tasted like fine wine using specialized tongs to avoid touching it with your fingers. The most expensive Toank edition costs $450 for a single 50-gram bar, over $4,000 per pound. Buyers receive a flavor map, a vintage year, and instructions on how to properly taste a single square.